So how are we going to trick our brains into thinking we're seeing colors that we're not? Let's find out. We have an experiment that I'm going to do, and you will do one of your own experiments just like this as well. So let me pull up this screen to share with you so that you can see my board. It's a little bit messy right now, but there's a reason for it. So what you will need for this, you'll need a piece of paper. You'll need something round. So it can be a cup, it can be a bowl, it can be a toy. I'm using a can of Lysol wipes. So I've got my something round. I'm just going to set it right there. I'm going to need scissors. Some of you may need to ask for help with your scissors, and that's okay. And I'm going to need some markers or crayons. And the ones that you're going to want to use, you need to use red, blue, and green. Those are the ones you want to use, red, blue, and green. So here's red. Let me find blue. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to get blue. Blue. And then a green. So red, blue, and green. And so what I'm going to do is and of course, and you'll need a pencil as well. So I'm going to put my hand right here. I know it's hard to see. Let me see if I can tilt this down a little. Oh, wrong way. Let me see if I can. Okay. So you'll trace your circle the best you can. I know sometimes it's hard to draw things perfectly round. There's my circle. And what I'm going to do is take my crayons, take my red, green, and blue, and I'm just going to put some dots just randomly all over this. Of course, I could go much faster with a marker, but coloring can be very relaxing. And there is no pattern or rule you have to follow. You just put the dots however you feel led to put the dots. Just make sure you put them all over. You don't want to put them all in one spot. And try to keep them about the same size. I know a couple of mine are a little bit bigger than others, but try to keep them around the same size. And then of course, here's my blue. Oh, I thought I had a darker blue than that one, but that's okay. It's still blue. Maybe a little hard to see for you guys, and I know you're just sitting there watching me color right now. Not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, is it? Okay. So when you get your dots drawn, you are going to take your scissors and cut out your circle. Now I'm going to cut fast because I am used to doing this. You might not can cut as fast, and that is okay. Okay, there's my circle. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm going to kind of fold it in half just a little bit, not totally. Find about the middle, and you're going to cut a tiny little slit. Very small, not big. And you're going to turn it the other way and cut the same kind of little slit. Very tiny. And it will kind of look like a little X in the middle, if you can see that. Then you are going to take a pen or a pencil and stick it through there, just like that. So you will have something that looks kind of like this. And what you will do is you should be able to spin it really fast. Hopefully it will spin like this. It should be able to spin really fast, and you should be able almost to see colors that aren't really there. And it's hard to see it on the board the way it is. Let me stop sharing here. It's hard to see it on that board the way it is just because of the lighting. However, if you have it and you hold it up in front of you like this and do this, you can see the colors a little bit better. Now, again, it's harder to see it through the camera than it would be for you. Also, I would suggest using a darker blue. Use colors that are pretty dark. That markers would be great if you have those. Those would probably be the best. But I can sit here and I'm looking and I'm seeing colors that are not there. And that's, I promise you, you can see some color. I see some pink and some green, some different shade of green. And I'm also seeing some purple, and I did see a little bit of like a teal color. So that is your little project. What you are going to do is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make something like this. Now, it may be easier for you to use a different kind of paper. It may be easier to use use markers or another object or other items like that. Totally okay. If you need to use a different kind of pen or pencil, you can use, of course, like my little pointer here. If I wanted to use that, I could use that. I should have used it first because that hole is stretched out a little bit, but I could have used that first and did it. To get credit for this now, you are going to have to send in a picture of your item. And I want to see you using it. Either like I did where I held it up, either like this or, you know, like down here. You don't even have to show your face. Just show you doing that though. So get somebody to take a picture of you doing your project like this, either like this, up in the air, whatever works best for you. And again, you don't even have to show your face, but it does need to be you and it does need to be your project. Okay. So that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys later.